As a professional fighting game player of exactly 0 games, but a big old Dragon Ball fan, I of course opted to get the new game Sparking Zero, and my first go around of it was spectacular, and showcased as my first stream on twitch.tv/Gonaku, as I showed off my absolute skill at this game. Oh! 10 hours, in quotes, I may have sat at menus for a while sometimes, but don't worry about that, was all I needed to become a master player of rank D5. So I thought to myself, damn, I'm so tight at this game that I gotta help all the fellows out there that aren't sure how to get better. So I'm here to drop you some tips that'll help you maybe become as good as me. Okay, so tip number 1, play Tapon. Yeah, that's right, Tapon's actually the best character in the game, guys. MUI Goku, Full Power Jiren, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Throw them in the trash, cause they got nothing on this guy. And that is objective fact, and not my biased opinion in any way. First off, he has a sword, and everyone knows that swords beat hands, so he's already got a leg up on everybody else. Like, did you know that sword characters' charged ki blast can't be blocked? You know why that is? Cause sword beats hand. And that ain't even everything that this guy has in his bag either, because this MFR has an ocarina. Zelda who? You see a deadly attack coming your way? Play your little flute, dog, you're invincible now. Stuck in a combo? Drop some tunes, G, now you're free from their chains. Plus, as an added bonus, do your combos right and you can drop spin slashes on your enemies. That's rad as hell, and everyone knows that style points mean everything. But I can also just allow the use of regular sword users if you don't want to use the OP Tapon. It'll be a pale mimicry of his power, but I can understand wanting to nerf yourself a bit. So you can use someone like Future Trunks, or Future Trunks, or Yajirobe. Now on to tip number 2, use all your ki. Now, neutral game can seem kinda scary. Trying to get into your opponent's face without getting slapped up yourself can be a daunting task to some. But I ain't some. So let me tell you how to do this with 100% certainty. Shoot them. Blast them with all the ki you have until you run on empty. Are they blocking or deflecting them? Who cares? Now they can't attack you, buddy, because they only have 2 hands after all. Rush their ass. If you're not feeling for ki blasts sometimes, then Z-Burst rush them every time you get the chance, and mash square is a 100% optimal combo. Then when you knock them away, triangle, triangle, circle every single time. Except for when you want a couple more style points, like I do. Then you press X and triangle instead, and then end it with circle. If your ki isn't on empty by the time that's done, then you blast them with any super attack that you've got. Eviscerate them. And this is even easier to do when you're in sparking mode. And we can't forget about clashes either, cause you're gonna boost that thing every single time. I don't care if it uses up so much of your ki that your character can't move anymore afterwards, boost it. All that matters in that instant is showing that you're superior. Why win the boring war when you can win the battle and look rad as hell while doing it? And now for tip number 3, the second optimal combo. So remember when I said that mashing square is the optimal combo earlier? Yeah, I lied. There's a second one actually, and here's what you do. You mash square, but you hit them with a nice sweep off the ground, and then hit them a couple more times before they get up and kick them into the air. Then right after you do this, press X to follow them, and triangle to smack them around a bit before, you guessed it, mashing square again. Then if you've got ki to spare after you knock them away, you already know what to do. Blast them to Kingdom Come, don't give them a chance. And if you do this every single time, they'll never catch on, dude, it's foolproof. Now for tip number 4, we're gonna look at our defense a little bit. Now of course, we can't always be the ones on the offensive. Sometimes even I can be caught needing to defend myself. So here's what you gotta do when that happens. I'm sure everyone knows that you can use R1 to guard or vanish when it's timed properly, use circle to counter, You press both to hit him with a sonic sway if that's timed right, or R3 to just straight up counter them. With so many tools at our disposal, you know what we do here? We spam all of them with no care for thought or timing. Surely one of them will work at some point. And when it does work, especially consistently, it's gonna throw off your opponent way off their game, wondering how the hell they can hit as master of the defensive arts. You lower their morale and then kick their ass. A masterful gambit if ever I saw and made one. Now for tip number 5, we get to our ace in the hole, sparking mode. Now entering this mode opens you up to whole new combos and lets you use your ultimate attack for huge damage. So let me tell you how to use this mode optimally. As always, spam vanish, dog. They'll never see you coming. They see an MF for teleporting all over the place endlessly and you'll make your opponent dizzy. Then when you see that opening, we hit them with our OG optimal combo, but boosted to new heights by sparking mode. Spamming square, let's go boys. Hell, you can even throw in a triangle or two in there if you're feeling saucy. Then when you knock them away, disintegrate their bodies with your ultimate. Big boy damage, and they even lose sight of you afterwards, giving you time to charge up for more shenanigans until they lock back onto you. Now I've shared with you all the tools of a masterful player such as I, one that only needed 10 hours to gain such an immeasurable wealth of knowledge in this game. And you can get out there and not get your ass kicked anymore. You'll have a 100% win rate after this, fellas. Even if your ranked ratio is already below 100%, your skill will be so great and recognized, the numbers will change their functioning to bump you back up to 100. And if this doesn't happen, then you just listened wrong, dog. But that's on you. That ain't me.